Alright, nobody's home, so I'm gonna be hunting for a little bit. Nighttime hunting. Maybe we'll find Ellie on nighttime hunting. I need to go talk to Toby or Cody and Charlize so that I have no idea what time it is in game, but I saw darkness, so yeah, 10:09 p.m. Hey Cody, I saw you somewhere. There's one of you. Hey Share Bridges. Okay. Is Charlize awake? I don't know. I can't get through my crap to get to her. Yeah, she's still awake. Hello. Hi, honey. There. You know, as long as it's taking me to find Ellie, I might as well talk to these two every day. There's an achievement that I've never gotten, and it's this one. I've never gotten it because why would I? I don't talk to people. I don't even talk to people in real life. Why would I talk to people in game? Good things in store. Alright. I think the store is probably closed. Which I can fix later, but obviously haven't done these in a while. Alright. Alright. Which ones do you have on me? Well, hello, my Shiloh. How are you, sweetheart? There's nobody home, so I can be on tonight and maybe do another hour. I do! Nobody's noticed it, Ido. Did you like the song? Isn't the song hysterical? And I didn't plan for it to do the first line of the chorus, and just and just have my little Animal Crossing character sitting there like, piss off, it's mine. I laughed so hard because I was just like throwing pictures up. I was so excited that it came out okay. I'm doing pretty good. I I really want to find Ellie, and I'm really glad that nobody's home because that means I can play late and stream. I think I probably have an hour or so before she gets home. So I was like, I can get an hour in tonight. I just started, my baby. Oh, yeah, no, when I got into Mara's, I was like, has anybody heard from Ido? I don't want another chesticle picture, although I didn't say that to them. That's what I was thinking. And because I hadn't heard from you since like 4 a.m. So I was a tad concerned. But they were like, no, we saw him in Crossing Maniac. And I was like, oh, okay, he's fine. Like, I don't mind that you cancel it. I would rather you cancel and be healthy and relaxed and rejuvenated 100% of the time. But I read the post from yesterday and it said you were changing it to today and Red Dead wasn't until Monday. And I was like, well, that's a smart way to do it. Hey, Lavender. So I was worried. Oh my god, if that's her coming home right now, I'm gonna be so hot. No, your butt's not coming home as soon as I get on. If so, I'll just keep doing this until she's like, can you reset the router? Nope, that wasn't her. Okay, good. I'm hoping she's like hanging out with one of her PCA friends. It's time for takeoff. I'm doing good, mamas. Well, relatively. There's no elephant. I'm doing as good as I can without having Ellie. I have a doctor's appointment next Thursday that I'm very excited to be going to, so I can yell at them. Time for takeoff. Where's my phone? You guys, I've lost my phone. What the hell? Oh, there it is. I'm just dumb. I found it. There we go. At least the stars are pretty. Not that I can see it. Oh, look! Look, do you see it? Look! Oh. Look how pretty. Do you want to know the stupidest thing? I have been back in Alaska for 13 years. We have had some of the biggest solar eruptions of all time in those 13 years. You could see them during the daytime sometimes. Have I seen them? No. Why? Because every time we have a solar disruption, the Kenai Peninsula is covered in fucking clouds. 13 years. And the only place I've seen them is in the game. Apparently they were clear one night after we got up here, but my son had been playing blackout tag at youth group, cracked his head on a pew, and while they were beautiful and gorgeous and brilliant in the sky, they were behind me as we were headed to the ER with my son's broken head. So did I see them that time? No. Yeah. I'm just a bit sore about that whole situation. But literally, if they're like, there's going to be a huge, you're going to see the northern lights in Minnesota. I know I'm not going to see shit because I'm going to have clouds. Every time. Every time. My mom sent me pictures of the last big one. She lives near Madison in Wisconsin and sent me pictures of the northern lights because she knew I wasn't going to see them up here. Thanks, Mom. I love you too. That's just cruel. So I get really excited when I see them in game. I think it's really cool. It makes me really happy. So I'm like, look, they're beautiful. That is what they look like. They did a very good job of imitating them, but I wouldn't know from the last 13 years. Curse you, clouds. Yes. Do you know if you whistle, they'll dip down towards you? That's a super secret that only an Alaskan would know. Or somebody in Norway. You whistle at the right frequency and they'll dip towards you. Nobody knows why either. And if you're in the middle of piss all nowhere and you're watching them, listen. You can hear them humming. Like you have to be in like dead quiet area, and you can hear them humming. And it changes pitch as they move. And people are like, "Oh no, that's just an old folks sound." No, it's real. It's real. It's really cool. But when I was little, we lived in Fairbanks, which is the mecca of Northern Lights for the entire United States. People come up and stay in 40 below weather just so they have a chance to see the Northern Lights. They see them probably more than any other place in Alaska. They see them more times a year. Fairbanks gets to be the coldest, and they also get the hottest in the entire state. And it's because they're in a basin surrounded by mountains. So, you know, in the winter, heat rises, which leaves all the cold at the bottom of the basin where the town is. The mountains help block off clouds and stuff, so they stay clear. And I don't know if you know this, but if it's cloudy, it's warmer than it is if it's clear, because there ain't nothing between you and space to catch that heat and save it for you. You're just down there freezing yourself off. Hi, could you possibly leave a note for Ellie and tell her, no, don't walk away, please, please, Faith, tell Ellie I want her. I'm ready to go home. Yes. July 1st or 2nd. I don't remember what day. I'll have to look at my calendar. I have an infusion, and I will not be upright for 2 or 3 days afterwards at all. I will probably not be answering Discord. I will not be streaming. I will not be in chats. I will just be recovering. So, and I don't think most of you knew me the last time I had an infusion. So don't worry about me too much that first week of July. You're not Ellie. I mean, we're getting closer. She's got almost a trunk, but not a good trunk. Yep, I'm ready. I want to fly. Yep. We're using a Nickmask ticket. Sleep well, my lavender. I will probably see you tomorrow. What will dodos do? Mr. Wilbur, if you do not take me to the new island with Ellie on it soon, we are going to reenact what Cook's crew did to all of your people. Okay, you get a pass on this one because she's as big as Ellie, so I can understand confusion from the air. Let's try again. But you're on thin ice, sir. I have plenty of butter. I have a pumpkin. I can stick you inside of it and roast it, and nobody will ever know. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Yeah? Yep. Orville, tell Wilbur not to mess up. I'm dressed in my pretty green outfit, just for Ellie. Alright, sir, the shovel is coming out. They're so pretty. So pretty. That is not an Ellie. Rude. Yep, I'm ready. I need somebody to come redo my back braid because I messed it up. I spent an hour and a half trying to braid my hair. And I successfully got 3 on the left side of my head, but the back one has a bulge in it and it bothers me. I can't bend my arms back far enough to start it right, so it's just gonna stay bulgy, honestly. Let's get me airborne. Woof, woof. Hello, Jules. See, I told Wilbur that I was going to do to him what Captain Cook did to his relatives if he didn't find me Ellie. And he keeps finding me big, beautiful ladies, but they're the wrong ones. And I can't even get mad at him because from the air, all he sees is big, beautiful woman and goes, okay, that's her, and lands. And I still don't have Ellie. I've seen every hippo and rhino on the planet, though. It's like, I'm doing my best. Please don't eat me. You're just an oversized chicken, dude. I'm telling you. I want to go in the main house and get ice. My hands are really swollen. How are you doing tonight, Jules? Where did I want to go? I want to use the Nook Miles ticket. Sorry, I was drinking my drinky. Yep. Let's see. Oh, is everybody else having good? I don't feel so bad. I did remember to pay off my house and set up for the next stage of it. I did my exercises. I placed Able Sisters, and I talked to both my villagers. So I've had a productive evening, at least. Even if I don't find Ellie. We've at least done everything we were supposed to do today. And look. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it so beautiful, Jules? Eunice, I'm not taking you. I've told you. You need to send me Stella. That's cool. I will pop into people like Stacy's streams or Nick's, and I'll be like, "Hey, I'm here. I'm watching. I gave a like or whatever," and then I leave because there's too many people. I don't do well when there's a lot of people. It's just too much. I can't handle it. So I come in, I give them a like, and I usually mute their tab, and then scoot away from it, and I'm doing something else. I'm a like in a body. That is the best I can offer. I'm not good when there's a lot of people there. It's hard for me to keep up. You'll notice if you go into April's streams, when she first starts up, I'm active in chat and I'm participating, and then as more people wake up and come in, I stop participating. I can no longer tell what's going on. And I'll start only responding directly to April. And every once in a while, I'll be like, welcome everybody who came in, because I will have had no idea. And I know at least half of them said hello to me, and I seem like a rude person. But I don't know that they said hello to me because I can't read chat when there's that many people in it. I can't keep up with chat. So, welcome everybody who got here while I was gone. Yeah, but it kind of goes for anybody who has more than about 15 people in their chat. I'm like, hi. Hi to everybody I missed. Like, I feel loved that people say hi to me, but if chat's moving too fast, I can't keep up. So I don't know that they did. Yes, would you please? Thank you. Thank you. You guys, I think we're gonna get a full hour, I hope. I think. Alright, we're 2 down and docked to the target island. Okay. Ma'am, I see you, and all I think is, Venison is really good with butter and garlic. Yeah. I'll come in and listen to Stacy's. There's some I come in and I wave, I give them a like, and I bail immediately. Or I'll be in a group and we're gonna raid so and so, and I've never heard of so and so, and I'll get to their stream and it's subscribers chat only. Okay, well, I'm gonna sit here for at least 10 minutes listening to you before that happens. So let's go. Because I keep my subscriber list actually really, really thinned out. And I go through it periodically. And if I don't recognize the name as somebody who I routinely go watch, they get removed. Because I don't know who you are. And it takes way too long for my thing to read me all my subscriptions. Hello, Shiloh Lovey. Shiloh's here. Shiloh's kind of resting on the AFK couch with the cookies. There for a while, I tried to not stream if other people were streaming, but I realized if I did that, I would never get to stream. Because there's too many of us now in the group, in the collective. I really don't know what else to call it, but where we all watch the same people. There's too many people that we all watch that I'd never stream, so. Me, I can't stand Stardew Valley. I can't see it. It doesn't have... I'm not a huge fan of retro, those type of graphics. See, I played those graphics when they were top of the line, and I thought they were amazing then. Do not think they're amazing now. I think they're crap now. What are you looking for, my baby? They're hot dogs. And hot dog buns. My beautiful son is out here making food.
I'm what?
Making food.
No,
My Butamus.
Oh.
Beautiful and industrious.
Certainly not what it sounds like it means.
That's what it means when I say it.
That word just sounds like botulism to
How
me.
many hot dogs do we have left? Because I've had 3. I've had 2 plus the one today. I don't think I ate my second one too.
4, 6, 8, 9,
Okay, so how many's in it? 12.
14.
Well, we're gonna pretend the other 2 are just magically yours. So 12. So I have to have 6. So I need to have at least 4 more. There should be 4 more for each of us.
I have 5 more.
How does that work?
Because you've had 1 more than me.
I've had 3.
I've had 2 of these.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that sounds right. Because, well, it's 7 for each of us. So I've had 3, so I have 4 more. So yeah, that's right. Okay, my brain is really tired. Because it's Thursday. Right? It's Thursday?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Me.
Alright, hang on. Thursday, yeah, and I'm not doing the order till Sunday. So it's the 2 days, and then I'll do the order I'll do it Saturday night for it to come in Sunday.
Mama, I'm so out of touch with the world, I don't know what time it is most of the time.
Yeah. Did you already finish your chicken patties?
I still have 1.
Look! He keeps... Oh, look in the game.
Nice.
I saw that, and I went on a rant about how I've been here for 13 years and haven't seen them once because of the clouds. It's not fair that the only place I get to see them is in-game. But they do a really good job. They do a really good job of mimicking them. So, I mean, I can't be too complaining. I keep telling Wilbur that if he doesn't land me on Ellie the elephant, I'm going to do like Captain Cook and eat his people. But, so he keeps landing me on rhinos and hippos. He's like, from the air, they're all fat women. I can't do any better than that. Leave me alone. Because Ellie's an elephant. Like, well, you keep trying, so it's fine.
Technically, it was Blackbeard that ate the last dodo.
I don't know who it was. She has another channel, Jules. You know what's really funny? This is gonna sound so dumb. I'm actually not. This is perjury, and they're gonna send me to the hangman. I'm not a cozy game fan. I like Animal Crossing. That's what brings me to April and to all of you guys is I like Animal Crossing. But in general,
They suck!
I play things like Foundation or Pokemon or Civ 4 or City Builders or strategy games or I'm not a cozy game person. Okay, I'll look it up. So it would depend on the cozy game if it's something that would catch my attention. Because there's a couple of them that do. Like, I'm not a Pokopia fan. That's all. Not a huge fan of Tamagotchi Life, which is everybody's favorite right now. But the thing is, I don't go hang out and watch streams for the game. I could care less what you're playing. I'm there to hang out with the player. Like, I'm there for the streamer, not for whatever they're streaming. But I won't stay in a stream if I don't know who the streamer is, if they're playing a game I don't enjoy. Does that make sense? And if you're playing a horror game, it doesn't matter if I like you or not. I'm not staying and watching. I don't do horror games ever. Like, to the point where if I go into Beacon of Nick's, if I go into Beacon of Nick and he's playing something, or Blick, he knows too. If I go in there and they're playing something that they know is not going to do well with me, they're like, "Hey, Grandma, it's good to see you. You don't want to watch tonight." Thanks for the heads up. Appreciate that. I'm going to go now. I don't do horror. Not my jam. Oh, we still have one more can of chili. Okay, we'll do that one like tomorrow maybe. I actually own Don't Starve. I think I've watched. Who did I watch play Don't Starve? It was somebody and their daughter. Was that her and her daughter that was playing Don't Starve together? I think it might have been somebody and their daughter was playing Don't Starve, and I was like, I actually own Don't Starve, and we talked about maybe meeting up and playing, because I said I have it, and I have Don't Starve together as well because I got it to play with my son. She's like, maybe all four of us can play together. I was like, my son is not streamer friendly.
He also doesn't have a computer with which to play games anymore.
Is it broken?
Someone needs fucking diapers!
What?
He sold it for diaper money.
I bought the game to play with you, not your brother.
It was James. I don't own it.
I thought it was for you.
No, I don't own it.
Oh, okay.
James sold his gaming computer to buy diapers.
Well, good for him. That's called being a parent.
Congratulations. However,
Yeah, that's a parent. He's a parent. I don't even know what to tell him. And honestly, I have no sympathy because considering everybody else in that family is if anybody in this world was going to be using cloth diapers, I would expect it to be them. We'll put it that way. The fact that they're not, I can't help them. He'll get a new one.
no, he won't. He can't afford it.
No, but her dad will do one for him.
Even if he does want to get back into gaming, it's going to be on the console.
No, because her dad's a hardcore PC gamer. He will eventually want James to play something with him, and he will build him a computer.
No, what's going to happen is they're going to find a game that they can play that's cross-platform.
Probably.
James has always been more in love with console than PC.
Is she? I'm watching. I watch Ido play Red Dead, and I went and read the whole story. And I think my kid played Red. You've played Red Dead Redemption 2? Yeah, my son's played it. The one that lives with me. Sorry, we were talking about my older son too. There, it was probably confusing. I need to check my blood sugar. I'm going to set off for the island, and then I'm going to do my blood sugar, my loves. Give me 1 second. We'll find out if I get to eat tonight.
Why is he so frantic?
This is done. Hit the A button. Wait, you don't have to hold it. Wait, you gotta talk. There you go. Now hit it.
Fall out of the sky and fucking die?
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, they're gonna get cooked like chickens? Error. Fantastic. Go and throw it away. I don't know how it ended up on the floor. There's a whole bunch of them on the floor right there. I don't know what happened. And I can't bend over. Every time I tried to bend over, I got seasick. I may have you nuke me 2 of those and stick them in a bowl for me. Just, yeah, just plain. I don't know where the ketchup went. Oh, that would work. Yeah, please. Just plain, no ketchup. And how many carbs are in them? Because I know they have carbs. They shot my blood sugar up earlier. It's probably 5 or 6.
3.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna have to do something about this. The doctor. Is she just starting the game, Jules, or has she played it before? It went from 72 to 191 with a single sandwich, and I took Novolog for the sandwich. She's gonna either have to give me more Novolog every month because this isn't enough, or she's gonna have to change it to the one that's like 5 times as effective. So each unit is worth 5 Novolog.
Which is already worth 5 Lantis.
No, it acts different than Lantis. Lantis works all day long. Novolog works immediately in 15 minutes.
I have my foods for the day. I know.
Oh, well, you wait. Can you wait 35 seconds? Where is the person? Person? I'm not seeing a person, you guys. Oh, thank you. I found a person, but it's the wrong person. Bye, person. Yeah. I'll keep an eye out. I'll check it. Remind me right as we wrap up the stream tonight to go get her, open up her stream so I can subscribe to it. And the chances of me remembering it's her are pretty high because if they both ended Maniac, I'll know they're tied to each other. I'm like, oh, that's Stacy's. Okay. Time for takeoff. I'm sorry I'm chewing in your guys' ears. I'm eating bar-ass smoked sausages. And they're boring and plain because My blood sugar is too high for me to even have ketchup. It's cranky. Cranky grandma is in the house. You're a mouse, not an elephant. Don't even start with me. I'm going to actually look her up right now while we fly this time, so I can save it. Yeah, I have the Crossing Maniac, but it's really funny. Copper Valor's thing ended because I was in there lurking, and one of the ones that comes up is one of mine, one of my videos. It just cracks me up. Adventure Maniac. Is the picture a car? Does she have her two YouTube and two more links? Venture Maniac J2K. Okay. I was like, does she just have her stuff linked together? That would make it much easier. If she does. Cool. That works for me. Excuse me. I got it. I found it. Again, not an elephant, but there's a fossil. Look, I got a fossil. How many fossils are we up to? 3, because I'm not going out of my way to find them on every island, and I'm not checking for bottles, and I'm not checking trees. I want a drinky. Hang on. I apologize. I'm about to chug in your ear. I get sparkling flavored water, and usually I mix it with fake Crystal Light. But when I get the urge for a soda, I just drink it straight. So I was like, I want something sparkly in my throat. Did all of what, Mama? Oh, yeah, I do it normally. If I'm just on and I know I'm going to be streaming for a couple hours, and I'm villager hunting, I still shake the trees, look for the bottle, and pick up all of the shells. But I'm trying to get as many tickets done in an hour. And I will continue after that hour is over, as long as my PCA isn't home yet. But I'm trying to get as many as possible. in, so we had at least a productive chase. Is that one right there? No. But Chris can get out of there. You know what? Let me ask my son something. Hang on. I may get off in 15 minutes, even if she's not home. I just gotta run something past my son. That's why I call him Grumbles. He's doing a lot better. He had non-liquidy stools today. I was very excited and impressed with this because he is on about half gravy train or 3/4 gravy train. Tomorrow is gravy train, cottage cheese, and an egg with no rice. So it'll be his first day eating his gravy train without the rice in it. And I may actually make rice tonight so I'll have some for him. Because I buy those single serving cups for him, and then I nuke them for 90 seconds and they're done, and I can mix them with this food. But we're out of them. But I do have minute rice, so I may just make like a cup of minute rice and a cup of water and throw it in the microwave, and then I'll have it for tomorrow morning. In the morning after, because he's only eating about half a cup of rice with his dog food. And he hasn't had any accidents in the house in like 3 days since we started this. Clean him out, found out he was allergic to chicken crap. Okay, yeah, I am going to leave in about 15 minutes. My son's going to come keep me company while I do some cleaning. And we try to... I have severe ADHD. Severe ADHD. And the MS and fibro brain on top of it, 0 of 10 stars, do not recommend. I cannot focus on doing something unless I have company. And I'm almost 50 years old. I cannot focus on doing something unless I have company. So he is going to come out of his room, sit on my bed, which is the couch in the living room, and talk to me while I work on the kitchen. And it's very helpful. But if he's in the middle, like if he was in the middle of his game, I was going to be like, come do this because I can't survive without you. No, he's gaming. It can wait. It's not that world shattering. If we don't do it today, we can do it tomorrow. Sir, do you remember what happened on our morning stream, sir? Do you remember? Do you remember what happened? You went outside and your happy ass stayed outside until I was done. Uh-huh. That's what they said. I hear you. That is what they said. Yeah. And well, I don't... The problem is I'll get down there and because for me to do it, I have to be sitting on the floor. I can't bend over. So if I get halfway through and I'm like, I don't have a garbage bag or I can't reach the broom, I will sit on the floor and stare off into space for hours and just not even register that, I could holler for my kid to do this with me. He wants outside. I'm going to put him outside and then he's going to start screaming to come back in. Watch. Hang on. Arr! All right, Mr. Pirate. Arr! Now you have some manners. Have some manners. Thank you. Right there. Wait. All right, go. He's been taught to sit by have some manners. Because he used to know have some manners and be polite, and he would sit down and then he'd lift his paw to shake your hand. He's old now, and he doesn't want to be polite anymore, ever, to anybody. So that part of it's gone. But he does still get when Mama says have some manners. He knows he's not going anywhere until he does. Because I won't fight with him to get his leash on him, and I can't bend over all the way if he's not sitting down and lifting his head up to get his leash on him. So he knows he has to have manners with Mommy. Ugh, hang on. Getting my back stuff fixed. Ugh. I hate my body. It drives me crazy. But it's doing its best, so we cannot complain. We are thankful that it still does its best. When I was, I literally put him out before I started the stream this afternoon, and left him outside that entire hour with my door open so he could see me. So I was like, what do I do with this? I have to. My bed is high enough that I have to put a knee up on it, and kind of. I look like somebody trying to mount a horse to get onto my bed, and getting up and down off of it is actually really difficult for me. And he's like, no, you can get up and down 50 times a day. No, sir, I can't. That's not in my physical capabilities anymore. You know, on the whole, I'll say I hate my body, but I really can't complain about my body. Like, I have MS, I have fibro, I have diabetes too, arthritis, paresthesia, hypothyroidism. I actually have full-on Hashimoto's. And the side effects of those things, I'm legally blind. I can't always walk to my bathroom, which is less than 10 feet away from my bed, without help. But when I realized I was losing my vision, the only thing I cared about was I wanted to keep it until my kids got married. Enough that I could see them get married. And then my oldest one got married without telling me. I didn't find out until 2 months afterwards. And it wasn't because he was being malicious, it was because he forgot. And my daughter just got married last year, and I got to they did a live stream of it so I could watch and be there. And that was cool. And the one that lives with me is probably never going to get married, to be honest. And that's fine. And I'm considered legally blind because my fields of vision are both very small. But they correct to almost 20/20 within that field of vision. It's just a very small field of vision. And it works for me, so I'll never drive again, which sucks, but I'll take it. That's what I tell people, Jules. I'm like, you know what? Because the doctor's like, why aren't you depressed? Sir or ma'am, I spent the first 2 years of my daughter's life at Dornbecker Children's Hospital watching her fight for hers. Watching all those little kids deal with what they had to deal with every day. I have nothing to complain about. If there are people who get MS and they're in a diaper, a wheelchair, and a feeding tube in a year. I went from 98 to 2001 or till 2011 without being diagnosed. My first symptoms being in 1998. By the time they got around to formally diagnosing me, I was in secondary progressive already. And I was like, I have nothing to complain about. I had a very slow onset. I lost my brain, and everybody, like, people are like, do you miss your vision the most? Do you miss? No, I miss my brain. I'm stupid now, which sounds really mean. But if I'm being honest, that's how I feel. I'm stupid now. Um, and people are like, "Oh no, you're still really smart." I had an IQ of 147 when I was a child. I had an eidetic memory for anything I read. The last time they gave me an IQ test, it was 89. That's called legally retarded. And I don't know if I ate today, which is why my son came out to feed me and make sure that I had hot dogs. And I proofread. I still proofread for a couple authors. And it's great for them because I don't remember the story after I'm done with it. So I can't ruin it by letting things slip. Like because I chat in the forums and stuff, and I'm very active in their forums. And I'm of all their beta readers and pre-readers, I'm the one person they don't have to worry is going to slip and give away spoilers. Because by the time I email back the corrections, I've forgotten the story. Quite literally. Which is how I ended up proofreading for a couple of them. Like, I'm not going to remember your story, but I can still tell you if stuff is spelled wrong or if it's grammatically incorrect. Yeah, but I used to have an eidetic memory. 4 books. I could close my eyes and you could say, tell me paragraph 4 on page 67, and I could read it to you from what was in my head, word for word. Can't do that anymore. And I remember being smart. Does that make sense? Like you would say, oh, I remember that blue coat. It was so pretty. I remember being smart. And the knowledge that I'm deficient, we'll say, now, is something I don't forget. And of everything that's wrong with me, that bugs me the most. Oh, I've never been married. Never in my life. I have 3 kids with 3 different dads. And I never dated. I told them I've already raised 2 little wieners in my house. I'm not going to raise another one whose mommy didn't finish the job. I just don't have it in me. And if I'm bluntly honest, I'm too inherently selfish to be in a relationship. I'm not willing to compromise who I am. And you need to be able to compromise at least a little bit to be in a healthy relationship. And people are like, well, he can just take me as I am. Okay. And you're going to take him just like he is too, right? You're not going to try to change anything about him. So when he throws his socks on the floor instead of in the hamper, you're not going to get pissed off because that's just him. And you want him to be okay with you spreading makeup across your entire counter. Now that there's 2 people in the house and he needs counter space. Because he has to take you as you are. And people don't think about stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm too selfish. I'm not changing for anybody. Who I am is who I am. And my life has to be very, I don't want to say regimented, but like, I have alarms that go off on my phone 4 times a day to do my meds. And then 10 minutes later, they go off again and say, did you do your meds? Because half the time I'll turn them off and be like, okay, I'm going to do my meds in just a second. Get distracted and completely forget that the alarm ever went off to begin with, and then look down and it's like 4 hours later. So now I have a double set. One was not enough. I have to leave myself notes like, is it 10 a.m.? Have you eaten? And I'm like, I don't know. If the answer is I don't know, go eat something. Like, And, you know, a normal person is not going to be able to put up with that level of persnicketiness from AI. But I need it to survive, so... When I'm really not okay, I talk to my computer and it runs on voice commands, which is very futuristic, but I can tell it open a program, type this, type whatever. Yeah, I take 50,000 of that once a week. I used to take 250. But yeah, I take 50,000 of that a week. They're trying to save my brain. You want to know something really funny? I'm on extraordinary high levels of vitamin D because of my MS. I have never caught the big C that went around. My PCA drove me around one day. Called me the next day. Baby, I just tested positive. If you get sick, you need to let me know. Okay. I called my son because I had to go grocery shopping. He picked me up that day, drove me around all day, did all of my errands with me, dropped me off at home, called me the next day, Mom, I just tested positive. I was like, 2 of you back to back, really? And I've been stuck in a car with you for 8 hours? This is fantastic. Because I can't be vaccinated. um, so there's only one outcome at that point, because your common cold is going to give me pneumonia. I have the immune system of an active AIDS patient. I'm like, this is great. Didn't get it. Never got it. My PCA has had it like 7 times. My son has had it like 4. I've never caught it. And my doctor thinks it's partially because of my high doses of vitamin D. He's not sure, but he's like, there is some correlation they've seen that can very easily be why. Alrighty. And I'm still not vaccinated. I still can't be vaccinated for it, which makes me want to bend down and kiss the ass of anybody who does get vaccinated for it, because your herd immunity saves my life. Thank you so much. I love anybody who gets a flu vaccine too for the same reason, because I can't have that either. Or shingles. So I love anybody who wants to go out and get poked by a needle, even if they don't really think it works, just to save those of us who can't. We love you. We love you lots. When I was in Oregon, my mom and dad went to a Spanish church. And my kids were very little. And I had had my first son dedicated at the church they had originally gone to in Staten, Oregon. And that pastor, bless his little heart, in the true Southern meaning of the term, tried to give a sermon on we need to support single parents. That is not the way it came across. I was a single parent. I got up and left my son's dedication. And so when it came time to have my middle one done, I just didn't do it. I was like, I'm not going back there. And so they started going to this Spanish Pentecostal church. And when the pastor found out, because my daughter is the one that has the genetic disorder that we spent so much time in Portland with, I said I wanted her dedicated, just in case. And he found out that her and the one that lives with me, Shane, neither one had been dedicated. He packed his entire church up, took them to the Oregon coast to a picnic area on the beach, walked out on a sandbar into the ocean, holding one of my babies in each arm, and did their dedication at the beach with his entire church. I was like, I will forever call you pastor, even if I don't go to your church. You know, his wife was the first person in Oregon to catch it. And she was the first person they had in the Salem hospital with it. And they had no idea what they were doing. But she was the very first person in Oregon to get it, and it made the news. It made the news, and they hadn't been apart in their entire marriage for more than like 16 hours, and they'd been married for 30 something years by that point, 40 something years, and so he doesn't know how to cook. They're a very traditional Spanish family. He thinks she walks on water. She thinks he poops gold, but she takes care of her man. His daughters had to step up and help out. He didn't know what to do. He tried, bless him, but yeah, it became very obvious that mommy never took the time to teach him. Although it's funny because all of her sons can cook, but not her husband. And she made it through. She did make it through. But like a lot of people, I can't get the shingles. Have you had chicken pox, Jules? Are you vaccinated against chicken pox, I should say? Or if you've had them, that too. Because not everybody needs a shingles vaccine. If your titer, it's a blood test. They do a blood test. And if your titer still shows that you are immune to chicken pox, then you are immune to shingles. Because shingles are just adult chicken pox, basically. The reason I end up with shingles is because I've had chicken pox 18 times. the vaccine when I was younger did not work on me, but I've never had the whole head to toe covered in dots chicken pox. I've always just had a few here or there, a rash that maybe covered one leg or whatever, I've never had the big, so I've had them 18 times. I've had shingles so often my doctor, when she goes to Africa for 3 months at the end of the year, makes sure I have a full dose of zinclomycin, which is shingles medication, sitting in my cupboard in the mirror, so that if I have a breakout while she's gone, I can just treat myself. She doesn't even blink because I just call it on like their back, because I get them on my elbow and I get them on my back when I have the shingles. It's really not fun. And so she will just, before she ever leaves, she makes sure that I have antibiotics on hand to take care of it. But if you titer me, it says I've never had chickenpox and I shouldn't be able to get shingles. Because you have to have had chickenpox at some point in your life to get shingles, but it's also supposed to immunize you to them. So, how old are you? I know you told me and I've forgotten. Yeah, you might want to get checked for a shingles vaccine then and get it. Get it. It's painful. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's fine." No, it's not. It's painful. It feels like somebody's putting a hot brand in your skin. And even after the shingles are gone, you can still, yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, you're the one. You're just a couple years older than me in April. What, even with the shingles, like the shingle plaque is gone, it can still feel like somebody's putting a hot brand on your skin. I can tell you exactly where on my body I have shingles when it comes. Because every once in a while somebody's like, "Brand you!" I say hi, and I have no dots, I have no shingles, but that is where I get them. It just likes to be that way sometimes. So if you can avoid getting them, highly recommend. All right, let's see how many tickets I have left. Okay, we're gonna do those last 2 tickets and probably wrap it up so I can get busy cleaning. Because I want to do it before the sun goes down, which it's 8:30. I have 2 hours before the sun goes down, but yeah, shingles aren't something to mess with. Are you scared of needles? My depot shot was bigger than a shingles vaccine, and I get that every 10 weeks. Okay, I timed this perfectly because she just pulled in. I think. Oh no, that was the Susan and Nana pulling in. That's not even her pulling in now. I did really good. Okay. Hello? Ellie hates me. Ellie hates me. My PCP wants me to go see an actual diabetic doctor because she thinks they're going to try to make me get a Dexcom. I can't have an open wound on my body with an infection. Like, that's an infection waiting to happen, and all that's going to do is exacerbate my MS. That and I'll rip it off in my sleep, so it really doesn't matter. That's why I don't have a port. Because they've considered that too. Yeah, I can't have a port. It's just gonna get pulled off in the middle of the night. Because I can't handle things against my skin. Use my Nook Miles ticket. Ouch, my head itches. Do you? I get all of my shots in my right arm. I have a tattoo there. It's an eagle carrying a black rose, and it has my son's middle names underneath it. But on the breast of the eagle, on the breast feathers, there's actually a feather missing for the needle to go in. Because I get shots all the time. So when we did this tattoo, we deliberately did not color in that particular feather area so that I would have a place for them to put the needle. Because we didn't want them bleeding out the tattoo by poking it too many times. Welcome home, lovely. Is that... it's Eunice again. What a hateful sheep. Let me see if my kid is ready. Go away, mosquito. No, go away. Evil mosquito. I stick my fingers 4 to 6 times a day. I have at least 2, one in the morning, one at night, and then I take Novolog, which is another needle stick to my stomach, every time I eat food during the day. So if I eat 5 small meals, I get 5 shots in my stomach from that. But I only shoot in my stomach. I don't shoot in my thighs. I don't shoot in my arms. I only shoot in my stomach for things like that. And then the once a month migraine medication is also a shot, and I do that in my legs. And that one hurts like a bee sting. You can tell them to shoot you in your legs. You can tell nurses that you don't want shots in your arm, that you would prefer them to be in your thighs. And they'll do it in your thigh or they'll do it in your hip. I don't let them get near my hips because I was born with hip dysplasia and I don't like it. Okay, I'm going to... Get away from me, mosquito! Get away from my eyeball! I only have 4 little things because I don't have Ellie yet, so I can't sit down and stare at you. So we're just gonna... Bye! Thank you for coming. I will be back probably tomorrow for the midday, depending on if Robin's streaming. I won't stream until after Robin is done. So if Robin runs long, I may not be streaming. But I very likely will because she only usually goes 2 to 3 hours. And so she streams after April, then her, and then me, and then Ido is usually how that lineup works out. So hopefully that'll work. I'm gonna need garbage bags for the bathroom. I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, I know. I have my alarm turned off for that, so I don't have to wake up. Because I turned my alarm on for that. If I sleep through, I've been waking up at like 4 a.m., so I've just been up. But if I sleep through, I have an alarm to wake me up for April. And if nobody else is going or whatever, I may go earlier in the day. I don't know. We'll see. I do need to do a Pokemon video tomorrow. But damn it, I'm determined to find Ellie. So we may be going to our own Ellie hunting as well. All right, I will see you